What you are about to see is a very secret, very personal behind-the-scenes look at a former YouTuber's life. What you see on camera is often not what you see in reality. This is my reality. I quickly realized that I was in dire need of help. And over the years, I realized you guys have been there with me every step of the way, praying for me and helping me. In a weird time loop paradox, even though you haven't seen me yet, you've already been helping me. So I thank you for that. Please share these videos with your friends, click like, leave a comment. I don't know if I will be here to read your comments. At the end of the day, I don't know how much time I have. And also, please respect my privacy, because it is a life or death matter at this point. My cat is soaked. Why are you soaking wet, baby? See, she's supposed to be peeing less when she's on her medicine, but I don't think she is. I think she's peeing the same amount. I think I need to put some apple cider vinegar into the water, which I almost grabbed today, but I didn't. I mean, she's soaked her whole back ends. I'm sure the litter box is filled with diluted urine. Anyway, I did pick up some meat from the house and my butchered chickens. I didn't grab a lot because I didn't know how much time. I basically snuck it in the car when Eric wasn't looking. Even though he asked me all the time, let me know if you need anything, let me know if you need anything. But then when I asked him if I could bring the computer chair, he did this big, long, dramatic, okay. He's not going to use it at the house because it's in the dog room, unless he's planning on switching it into his chair. I don't know, maybe he is, maybe. He's like, I'd rather you don't. I kind of want to keep that here. You know, he got it specifically for me, but he didn't buy it, okay? It was a really nice chair. They were throwing them away at work because they were redoing the office, so he brought it home for me. And then he's like, well, do you think you could use a folding chair? Do you really need something? I'm like, yeah, I really need something. I wouldn't be asking if I didn't need it. So, me being me, I'm like, okay, no, never mind. You can keep it. Because that's how I am. Like, any pushback, I'm just like, nope, done. I don't give myself any credit. I don't give myself any validation. So I took the folding chair. The same folding chair that I had been using for the last 4 years. Back to the folding chair. And I guess it works out because I can use it in the garage for doing the deer hide. The irony is he went out and bought me $60 boots. They were on sale. They're not nice boots. They're the, what is it, Boggs brand? Crappy. The adult ones are so crappy, but it's Boggs brands. Anyway, so, $60 boots. He didn't have to buy me new boots, so I guess I should be thankful for that. And it's just, I don't know, weird stuff. So that's why I'm like, when I'm taking the meat, stuff like that, I'm just like, I'm just not going to ask. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to take what I need for the week and be done. I grabbed a pack of steaks because I happened to see that there were steaks in there still. I grabbed an arm roast, a round roast, and several packs of ground beef. So, ideally, I would have grabbed an entire giant bag, but I didn't park my car up next to the barn. And honestly, I went back to the barn a second time with the car, so I should have just grabbed more then, but I didn't think of that. My brain just not thinking things through very good. Stupid. So, anyway, tomorrow is going to be me and Uriel night again, I guess, maybe. So I picked up some fancy ice cream. It was like $2.50 for the little thing. And I picked up a frozen pizza, and we'll probably watch a Netflix movie. So that'll be mom-daughter night. Not that she deserves it after the crap she pulled on me with yesterday. I just want so badly to be positive. I'm trying so hard. My whole life has just been a piss. It's been a piss. And I have tried my ass off to make things right, to make it happy, to make it work, to make it good. And it's just been a piss. And my camera is dirty and it needs to be cleaned. Oh yeah, it's definitely dirty. I don't know. I mean, I was a good kid growing up, but yeah, I got blessed with a terror for a teenager, and my second child isn't like a whole lot better than that. My my sister got blessed with the perfect baby. Never cries, happy with everything, could care less about anything. And she was the, I don't want to say demon child growing up, but she was the opposite of me. If I was the perfect child, she was the opposite of that. So I don't know, there's a lot of feeling sorry for myself, but I really feel sorry for myself. I feel like shit. My heart is just so broken right now. It's just so devastated. I'm just so devastated. And I don't know what to do. All I want to do is just sit here against the wall and just cry. Because I'm a failure at everything. Here I am thinking that I can somehow succeed at writing a book. But what if the pressure is exactly the same as this? What if it's the exact same scenario and I'm just kidding myself? Writing has been my whole life. If I try to make it as a writer and I fail at that too, I don't think I could go on living. I really think I would probably just take my own life. I'd slice both my wrists and just sit there and bleed out. Because I think that's honestly the only reason that I've kept going as long as I have, is because I've known that that's like what God wants me to do, is to write. But if I suck at that too, and here's the great irony in it all. I'm sitting here complaining about how much I suck and how fat I'm getting. Holy crap. Sorry. Complaining about how much I suck, but it's like that I'm saying, like, God's the one that blesses me. God's the one that provides the opportunities. He holds everything in his hands. Whether I do good or I do bad, if I'm trying my best, he's ultimately in control of it. So essentially, I'm saying that God sucks by saying that I suck. And that's pretty crappy to say. And God doesn't suck. I suck for saying he sucks. And there you go again. Because the great irony of life is that you can't hate yourself without hating God. And I don't hate God. So therefore I can't hate myself. By sitting here saying that I suck at everything, I basically said, well, God screwed up when he made me. And God doesn't mess things up. As much as we like to think that we're screw-ups, God doesn't screw anything up. He can't. He's God. Everything's perfect that he makes. I just wish I knew how to make him. I wish I knew how to be a good example of his work, so that when people look at me, they don't say, oh, God must have messed that one up. Because even though I realize that God doesn't mess stuff up, other people think that. And I don't want them to think that by looking at me. God doesn't mess things up. We mess our own lives up when we make bad choices. But that's the irony, is that I'm trying to make good choices. A good choice would probably be going for a run instead of eating ice cream, though. So, it's been a long and dramatic video. And the other thing is, I went to the house and, Eric wanted me to stay, and I was planning on it anyway, spend time with the horses and see the kitties and the chickens. It was kind of eerie because it reminded me a lot of being with Phil. A lot. And it was just weird, like, we hold hands and we sit there and hold each other and kiss, and it's a little bit of making out, and a lot of rubbing my back and my head, and rubbing him back. It's just, it's like, back in the day they called it petting, but petting is where you rub each other's like groins, and that wasn't what we were doing. It was more like just like head pet, what I mean. So yeah, there was a lot of that, but I just felt like there's just nothing there. There's nothing drawing me there. I love him the same way I love Phil. It's the same sort of feeling of love. Is it like it has a hollow feeling inside? So, as I was sitting there with him, we were kissing, and I was thinking about you, and how much different my feelings are towards you than towards him. And that was hard, because I'm sitting in my house looking around at, stuff that's ours, and thinking to myself, the easy road is to come back and say, let's go to counseling and let's just get married. But is that the best road? The easy road is to go out and get a regular 9-to-5 job. But is that the best job? I don't know. I guess just once again, I'm sitting here waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for God to do something. I don't know. As far as buying a house goes, I'm just praying that, I don't know what my grandma's going to give me for an inheritance Christmas bonus. Rachel said it's going to be a lot. That's vague. It could be $5,000. It could be $10,000. It could be $15,000. I don't know. But she's trying to get around. I think you can give up to $15,000 as a gift without it being taxed. So, I don't know. I guess what I'm praying is if it's $10,000 or more, then that's God telling me that I need to put a down payment on that property to hold it and figure out something with getting a house out there. Yeah, I guess if it's less than that, then it's less than that, and maybe I use money to buy a new car. I don't know. I'll put it in savings and hold on to it. I don't know what to expect. Last year was $2,000, so I mean, anything that she gives me, I'm just going to put into savings. I mean, that's just what I'm going to do. So we're going to see a different counselor because he really didn't like the last guy, which is usually the case. But yeah, he definitely went around cleaning the house and cleaning the barn and cleaning lots of stuff, just trying to stay busy. And me, I'm sitting here cleaning and trying to stay busy and trying to work and sitting on a camera battery. I brought my camera in an extra battery just in case I ran into somebody doing some farming. I don't know what to do. I did say, well, if you need to, you can shoot video here on the farm. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. But I'm trying to get out and shoot interviews. That's what I'm trying to do. And I keep asking you for help, and you're not helping me at all either. So maybe you're a jerk too. I don't know. What am I supposed to expect at this point? I've got work to do. I've got a deer hide to flesh and salt. I've got pictures to package and dinner to make, and I'd kind of like to chill tonight, maybe. I don't have any beer, so that kind of sucks. That gut-wrenching moment when you are trying to psych yourself up about some Thanksgiving leftovers, only to realize you don't have a microwave. So you have to do it the old-fashioned way in the oven. I just wanted some food.